In the early evening along the Penobscot River, a certain calm descends. The day winds down, people relax. But if you were to head away from the river just a few hundred yards into Brewer, you would find a much different energy. This is the Limitless Wrestling School, and class is underway. About 25 students attend the school, and Dave Dyer is one of them. A few years ago, he decided to try his hand at pro wrestling after his girlfriend made a not-so-subtle suggestion.
Just one day, she was like, you need to get a hobby. You need to get out of the house.
Wait a minute! I go, Sid, you got it! You got all of it!
The idea of wrestling as a hobby did not come out of the blue. It was this match, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12, that got Dyer hooked on pro wrestling at the age of 11.
If you ask any of my friends, none of them are shocked that I'm doing this right now. They are like, if you call them up and ask them right now, they'd be like, yep, that's exactly what he always wanted to do.
The man behind Limitless Wrestling is Randy Carver, who grew up in LaGrange and started producing wrestling shows in Maine right out of high school. Carver's business has three parts. The live shows he promotes, like this one in Westbrook.
Skyler might not have enough strength in the...
Then there are the videos of Limitless matches.
That's your boyfriend!
This video alone has 2.7 million views.
No!
And lastly, the Limitless Wrestling School.
Take the head, shoulder tackle, drop down, hip toss, arm drag, body slam. Got it.
Why are the students here? They've all got their answers, and some of them might surprise you.
It's honestly, some days, the reason I get out of bed in the morning. I get out of bed in the morning, I'm like, hey, I have training tonight, it's going to be a good day.
It's living a lifelong dream, entertaining people, and saying they can look back and show people, say, hey, you know, this is something that I've been a fan of forever, and I finally did it.
Ace Romero, who's from Saco, has been wrestling professionally for more than a decade.
Yeah, that's it.
Here, he's an instructor.
Good.
And under his watchful eye, the students hope to become skilled performers.
At first, when you're new to this, everything's uncomfortable. You know, physically, mentally, you're thinking a lot, you're in a lot of pain. And then you have to be entertaining. So that's always the hard part, to get them out of their shell.
Getting Dave Dyer out of his shell wasn't hard. He's a bad guy in the ring and was thrilled when he wrestled recently in his hometown of Waterboro and got to introduce himself to the crowd with this speech.
My name is Dave Dyer, and I'm from right here in Waterboro, Maine. Crowd's enjoying it. I played Little League Baseball right here at Friendship Park. Crowd's enjoying it. I graduated from Massavisic High School. They're eating it up. And I've never been more proud to leave this town. Everybody's boo, it was great. But then to, get that response, get that reaction was great. And then I lost my match.
Give me a scouting report on Dave Dyer.
Ooh, the Belfast Bulldog.
The Belfast Bullfrog. Sorry, Bulldog.
He calls himself a heel, but he is kind of a bad guy. You know what I mean? Every time I see him, he's barking at the audience. He's telling little kids to shut up, and they're just trying to enjoy a wrestling show.
But here's something you probably didn't see coming. In real life, Dave Dyer is a sports reporter for the Kennebec Journal newspaper.
You're a sports journalist. You cover legitimate, serious sports. What do your colleagues think of what you're doing with this?
They love it.
In fact, Dyer has written a lot for the newspaper about his wrestling adventures.
My boss, my editor, he wants video, he's checking up on stuff, he loves it.
Dyer lives with his girlfriend and 4-year-old daughter on what was a Christmas tree farm. They have chickens, ducks, 4 horses, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and 1 rabbit, all very Hallmark. It's a world away from the ring, but his hope is that his wrestling leaves his daughter with a little inspiration.
I'd like to see her see what I'm doing and kind of realize somewhere along the line that, hey, if my dad can live his dream wearing tights and performing in front of people, then I can go out and do whatever I want to do. That's what I really want her to get out of this.
Until then, he'll stay in class and stay in the ring. A dedicated student at one of Maine's more unusual schools.
I didn't think that he was going to make it. I did not think, I thought it was going to be a one-time story. It was going to be a little blurb on his website or whatever, and it was just going to be a one-time thing, and he's still here.